category. One is a kafir himself. And the other one, not only that he is kafir himself, he is calling other people also to commit kufr. Just as if a Muslim is a good man, he is doing good deeds, well, this is one level. But a person who is not only doing good deeds himself, he is ya'muru bil ma'ruf wa yanha 'anil munkar, exhorting people to do good deeds and forbidding them from bad. So he is at a higher level. So in the same way, at a higher level will be the kuffar. Allazina kafaru wa saddu an sabilillah. Those who committed kufr themselves, they rejected the faith and the call of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Wa saddu an sabilillah. And they barred others also from accepting the faith and call of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Zidnahum azaban fawqa al-azab. To such people we shall go on increasing chastisement, over chastisement, or more increasing chastisement, bima kanu yufsidun, because they were spreading corruption and they were making people, calling people towards the wrong way. وَيَوْمَ نَبْعَثُ فِي كُلِّ أُمَّةٍ شَهِيدًا عَلَيْهِمْ. Again, the same thing. Recall the day when we shall raise from every community a witness from among them who will testify against them. مِنْ أَنفُسِهِمْ وَجِئْنَا بِكَ شَهِيدًا عَلَى هَؤُلَاءِ. And we shall bring forth you, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to testify against these people, your nation, who were Quraysh, nation of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his kith and kin. This is your nation, this is your tribe. But on the day of judgment you will have to stand and testify before the Lord that, oh Allah, I had conveyed to them your message. Now they are responsible. They can't plead ignorance. وَيَوْمَ نَبْعَثُ فِي كُلِّ أُمَّةٍ شَهِيدًا عَلَيْهِمْ مِنْ أَنفُسِهِمْ وَجِئْنَا بِكَ شَهِيدًا عَلَى هَؤُلَاءِ وَنَزَّلْنَا عَلَيْكَ الْكِتَابَ تِبْيَانًا لِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ. And we have sent down this book on you, O Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, which explains everything. وَهُدًى, and is a guidance. وَرَحْمَةً, and a mercy. وَبُشْرَى لِلْمُسْلِمِينَ, and it is a glad tidings for those who submit themselves to the will of Allah. Allahumma rabbana ja'alna minhum. May Allah include us among them. Inna Allah ya'muru bil 'adli wal ihsani wa ita'i dhil qurba. This is a very profound ayah, and you must be hearing it every Friday. You know, the first part of the Jummah sermon ends with this ayah. Inna Allah ya'muru bil 'adli wal ihsani wa ita'i dhil qurba wa yanha 'anil fahsha'i wal munkari wal baghi. Very profound, and actually in the now the surahs that are going to come, the details of these 6 things we shall find in Surah Bani Israel. Verily Allah commands you, number 1, to justice. Number 2, adopting beautiful behavior, ihsan. Number 3, wa ita'i dhil qurba, and giving help to kinsmen, relatives. Adl, number 1, justice. Adopting a very beautiful attitude. And number 3, giving help to the needy amongst your relatives. وَيَنْهَى عَنِ الْفَحْشَاءِ وَالْمُنْكَرِ وَالْبَغْيِ. And he forbids you from all sorts of indecencies. Fahsha. This is the plural of fahsh. All forms of indecencies. And number 2, munkar. Everything which is hated and abhorred by the human nature. Nature tells us this is bad, this is bad. The very nature of every person tells him this is bad. To tell a lie is bad. To break a promise is bad. To be disrespectful to your parents is bad. Everybody knows it. You need not be told. These things are ingrained in the human nature. Alhamaha fujuraha wa taqwaha. These are there. So, anil fahshai wal munkar wal baghi, and transgression and oppression of any kind. So 3 things Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded us to do, and 3 things He has forbidden us from. Adl, justice, and most beautiful attitude in life. And number 3, giving your wealth to the needy among your relatives. and kith and kin. And you have to abstain from what? All forms of indecencies, everything which is abhorred by human nature, and all forms of transgression and oppression. يَعِظُكُمْ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَذَكَّرُونَ. He is exhorting you. He is giving advice to you so that you may be admonished. وَأَوْفُوا بِعَهْدِ اللَّهِ إِذَا عَاهَدتُّمْ. And fulfill the covenant of Allah when you have made a covenant with Him. First of all, this covenant we made as spirits with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alastu bi rabbikum qalu bala. Then a covenant is made when somebody accepts the call of a messenger. There is a covenant, misaq, the sharia that the messenger brings. You have to obey the sharia. That is the another covenant. So covenant after covenant. Awfu bi ahdillahi idha ahadtum. You must fulfill the covenant that you have made with Allah. وَلَا تَنْقُضُوا الْأَيْمَانَ بَعْدَ تَوْكِيدِهَا. And never break your promises made that confirming your oaths. Never break your oaths after confirming them. وَقَدْ جَعَلْتُمُ اللَّهُ عَلَيْكُمْ كَفِيلًا. While you have made Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is a surety over that agreement that you have made. In the name of Allah, you have entered into agreement with some fellow person. Now Allah is a witness over it. جَعَلْتُمُ اللَّهَ عَلَيْكُمْ كَفِيلًا. إِنَّ اللَّهَ يَعْلَمُ مَا تَفْعَلُونَ. Verily Allah knows what you are doing. وَلَا تَكُونُوا كَالَّتِي نَقَضَتْ غَزْلَهَا مِنْ بَعْدِ قُوَّةٍ أَنْكَاسًا. And don't become like that old lady who used to break the thread after firmly spinning it. This is a simile. An old lady spinning the thread and then in the evening breaking it up into pieces. Now this simile actually is for the Jews, for Bani Israel. They were waiting for the last messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But when the last messenger of Allah came, then they swore that we will not accept him. So actually, all the thread that they had spun, they have broken it off. They were waiting for the last messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. تَتَّخِذُونَ أَيْمَانَكُمْ دَخَلًا بَيْنَكُمْ. You have taken your oaths as deceiving, as deception amongst you. أَن تَكُونَ أُمَّةٌ هِيَ أَرْبَى مِنْ أُمَّةٍ. Only fearing lest another ummah becomes more prosperous than your ummah. What they were fearing? We were the ummah. We were the ummah of Allah. We were the ummah of Moses.